From now on, we will study about the fifth sort of the determiner. That is the determiner field. The determiner field specifies the object indicated by the general noun and signifies that the number of the object is thin. The determiner field describes a general noun to indicate a subject or an object whose unit is a coordinate in the linguistic group. So we can understand that the definition of the determiner field reveals that the number of the subject or object indicated by the general noun is thin. From the trait of the determiner field, the noun described by the determiner field indicate the countable subject or object with the number. We will study about the determiner little, that describes a noun to indicate a subject or an object whose quantity is able to be scaled. The abstract noun, the material noun, and the material noun can be described by the trait of the determiner little. The amount of the subject or object indicated by the abstract noun or the material noun is thin. From the definition of the determiner little. So we can understand that the range of the description by the determiner field and little is deviated into the specification, the description for the subject or object whose number can be measured from the trait of the determiner field and or whose quantity can be measured from the trait of the determiner little. Measuring the number of the subject or object and the amount of the subject or object is clarified in the application of the determiner field and little. So the speaker can apply the determiner field or little for a statement that can be free from the situation of the conversation between the speaker and the listeners at the present. From the linguistic agreement, on the unit of the subject or object, which was occurred or not occurred before the conversation that the clause is delivered from the speaker to the listeners. At the present, the speaker applies the determiner few or little, whose definition is similar to the determiner any or some. The application of the determiner any or some is reliant on whether the speaker sets the range of the subject or object as the predetermination, as the premise by the speaker. So the application of the determiner any or some can be understood to be reliant on the conversation to inform the listeners whether the speaker set the predetermined range of the indication for the subject or object, rather than the occurrence on the unit of the subject or object that allows the speakers in the linguistic group to count the number of the subject or object. The speaker can apply the determiner some or any for a subject or an object whose unit is agreed or not agreed in the linguistic group. When the amount of the subject is little, the speaker can apply the determiner some or any. When the number of the subject is little, when the number of the subject is small, the speaker can apply the determiner some or any. The point is that whether the speaker sets the predetermined range of the subject or object indicated by the noun described by the determiner some or any is important. The speaker predetermines a range of a subject or an object indicated by the material noun, abstract noun, or general noun. So we can think of the chocolate. The chocolate is classified as a general noun, so we can think of every chocolate in the world with the general noun chocolate. The speaker intends to indicate a part of chocolate in the bag as the predetermined range of the subject. The speaker can apply the determiner some some chocolate. When the speaker intends to indicate a part of chocolate in the world, the speaker can apply the determiner any chocolate. So we can understand that the application of the determiner some and any is dependent on the situation that the conversation between the speaker and the listeners takes place.